Imagine being isolated, cut off from everything you know, and then suddenly finding yourself right at the heart of this terrifying secret. And all you've got are these cryptic warnings and basically your own wits to guide you. That's really the electrifying setup for our deep dive today. It's into a captivating mystery involving, well, a hidden threat, some truly unusual alliances, and a pretty dramatic confrontation with the past. Our sources are a rich collection of narrative accounts and character interactions, and they really paint this vivid picture of a complex chain of events.
Yeah, and our mission today is to kind of move beyond just recounting the story. We're going to meticulously piece together the subtle clues, really try to understand the often hidden motivations behind the danger that's unfolding, and also explore the surprising revelations about identity and power and what it genuinely means to be courageous. It's quite a journey filled with profound insights and I think plenty of unexpected twists for you.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our story kicks off with Harry Potter, stuck in a truly miserable summer. Just awful. He felt utterly cut off from the magical world, despairing over the silence from his friends Ron and Hermione. Total radio silence.
Right, and this bleak isolation was such a stark contrast to that terrifying encounter he'd had with Lord Voldemort, at the end of the previous school term. That really left Harry haunted by the cunning shadow of the Dark Lord, even in his weakened state.
And it's right into this stark isolation that Dobby, the house elf, makes his dramatic entrance. Completely unannounced.
Yeah, he just appears in Harry's bedroom showing extreme distress and, engaging in severe self-punishment. It's quite disturbing, banging his head on the window, threatening to shut his ears in the oven door.
Oh, yeah, it's intense.
It's a desperate spectacle, really, driven by this profound fear he has.
And Dobby's message is so urgent, almost frantic. Harry absolutely must not go back to Hogwarts. That's the core of it.
Mm-hmm. He warns of a plot to make most terrible things happen.
Yeah, and he even confesses to taking these extreme measures to keep Harry away, like stopping his mail.
Right, intercepting letters from Ron and Hermione.
And causing that notorious violet pudding incident at the Dursleys, which just gets Harry locked up.
And what's really unsettling is Dobby's later admission, isn't it? That he intentionally tried to injure Harry.
The bludger incident, yeah.
Exactly, with the rogue bludger during the Quidditch match. He believed it was better for Harry to be grievously injured and sent home than to face mortal danger at school.
It just underscores the severity of the threat Dobby perceives, doesn't it? Like, how bad must it be for that to seem like the better option?
Absolutely. And what's truly fascinating here, and this gives you a critical insight into the wizarding world's underbelly, is Dobby's motivation. He explicitly states that Harry's triumph over Voldemort actually improved the lives of house elves and the dregs of the magical world.
He sees Harry as a symbol, then.
A genuine beacon of hope, yeah, for those sort of downtrodden by the system. And he warns very clearly that the Chamber of Secrets is open once more.
Chilling.
And Harry must not be there when these terrible things happen. So this isn't just a warning, it's like a plea from someone who really understands the stakes of magical power in a way few others do.
So with these dire warnings ringing in his ears, and let's face it, an unbearable home life, Harry's escape is just, well, it's a classic, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Ron, Fred, and George Weasley turning up in a flying Ford Anglia. So dramatic.
Yeah. And Mrs. Weasley's reaction.
Oh, she's understandably absolutely furious about them using the enchanted car.
And here's where we get a glimpse into the broader implications, It risked Mr. Weasley's job.
In the misuse of Muggle artifacts office, yeah.
It really highlights that fine line between magic and the Muggle world and the constant threat of exposure they live under.
But this dramatic escape, well, leads to another significant mishap, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Harry accidentally uses the flu powder incorrectly, or maybe just nervously.
Yeah, and ends up in Nocturne Alley, which is quite the contrast to the friendly Diagon Alley.
Oh, absolutely. This place is filled with dark artifacts, withered hands, blood-stained cards. It's literally the dark side of the wizarding world. Very creepy.
And it's right there that Harry has this narrow escape hiding in a cabinet, I think.
Yeah, hiding as Draco Malfoy and his father Lucius arrive, which is quite a tense moment.
And Harry's observations in Nocturne Alley, they're incredibly telling. They give us this crucial early insight into the power dynamics.
What does he see?
He sees Lucius Malfoy selling items at Borgin and Burke's, which immediately suggests these deep, unsavory connections to dark magic.
Right. Borgin and Burke's is not the place for a reputable wizard.
Exactly. And later, George Weasley confirms what many probably suspect. Lucius Malfoy was a big supporter of you-know-who.
Okay. So directly linked.
Yeah, right in you-know-who's inner circle. The Malfoy's ties to the dark arts and, to the previous war are clearly established. Raises immediate red flags for you as a listener.
And there's another detail around this time that really underscores the social strata of the wizarding world, the financial disparity.
Oh, right, the Gringotts scene.
Yeah, the Weasley's vault holds this meager pile of silver sickles and just one gold galleon. It's a testament to their humble, though perfectly respectable life.
But then you contrast that with Harry.
Exactly. Harry has this significant fortune left by his parents, stored in a substantial underground vault. It's not just about the money itself. It's a subtle but powerful commentary on class, lineage, and privilege within this magical society.
And that class tension, that deep-seated prejudice, it all just boils over spectacularly at Flourish and Blots.
Ah, the Gilderoy Lockhart book signing. Chaos.
Total chaos. What starts as this, mundane event turns really ugly when Mr. Weasley and Lucius Malfoy confront each other.
Malfoy can't resist a sneer, can he?
No. Sneering remarks about the Weasleys' financial status, and then he drops that incredibly insulting mudblood taunt regarding Hermione's muggle-born parents.
Oof, that's the line you don't cross.
And it sparks a full-blown physical fight right there in the bookstore. Mr. Weasley just launches himself at Malfoy.
Wow. So this incident isn't just a brawl. It's like a visceral manifestation of the prejudice that's running through the wizarding world.
Exactly. A prejudice that, as we're about to discover, is tragically central to the Chamber's whole mystery.
So back at Hogwarts, Harry and Ron make a rather eventful return. Not exactly triumphant.
No, crashing the flying car straight into the ancient Whomping Willow. Not ideal.
Professor Snape must have been thrilled.
Oh, predictably furious. Especially after the incident makes the Daily Prophet right. Flying for Anglia, mystifies muggles.
Mortifying. But Dumbledore's punishment, despite the severity of it all.
It's lenient but firm. No expulsion, just detention. Which honestly feels like they got off lightly.
It shows Dumbledore's wisdom, though, doesn't it? He seems to look beyond the immediate rule break-in.
True. But then, the public shaming arrives for Ron. In the unforgettable form of a howler.
Ah, the howler. Every kid's nightmare.
It's this screaming red letter from his mother that just publicly yells at him for the flying car incident, for possibly jeopardizing his father's job.
And the volume is just immense, right? Echoing through the Great Hall.
100 times louder than usual.
Yeah.
Embarrassing Ron completely. It's a moment of public humiliation that feels very, very real, even in this magical setting.
But the relative calm, or maybe just the embarrassment, didn't last long. The first horrifying sign appeared soon after.
Mrs. Norris?
Mrs. Norris, the caretaker's cat, discovered petrified and hanging from a torch bracket. Just awful.
And the message?
A chilling message, yeah.
Yeah.
Foot-high words sort of shimmering on the wall. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
This isn't just graffiti, is it? It's a terrifying declaration. Marks the start of the school's nightmare.
Absolutely. A direct ancient challenge to Hogwarts itself.
And it's through this terrifying event that we get a surprising, almost accidental revelation about Argus Filch, the caretaker.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Harry stumbles upon a quick spell correspondence course in Filch's office, which unveils his secret. He's a squib.
A squib. So, born to a wizarding family but without magical powers himself.
Exactly. And suddenly it explains so much about his bitterness, his, profound hatred for the students who all have the magic he lacks.
Huh. It adds this unexpected depth to a character who just seemed kind of mean before. Makes him a bit more tragic, maybe.
Maybe. A little. And in the face of this first attack, Dumbledore. How does he react?
He maintains this incredibly calm and reassuring demeanor, which must have been difficult.
You'd think so.
He immediately identifies mandrakes as the cure for petrification, demonstrating a clear understanding of the magic involved and having a swift plan for recovery.
That's significant, isn't it? His unwavering composure compared to the rising panic everywhere else.
It really embodies the essence of leadership in a crisis.
But the puzzle just deepens, and suspicions start swirling, especially after Gilderoy Lockhart's ill-fated dueling club.
Oh, Lockhart, right. What happens there?
During a duel, Snape sets up between Harry and Malfoy. Malfoy conjures a snake. And Harry unintentionally speaks Parseltongue.
Snake language.
Exactly. He tells the snake not to attack Justin Finch Fletchley, and it recoils. But nobody else understands what he said.
And Parseltongue is famously linked to
Salazar Slytherin.
Yeah.
One of the Hogwarts founders, and, the one associated with dark magic and the chamber secrets.
So this dramatically increases suspicion towards Harry? Suddenly, he seems like the prime suspect.
Puts him right in the crosshairs of all that fear and prejudice.
And the attacks escalate rapidly after that, don't they?
Yeah. The second victim is Colin Creevey, the first-year boy who was always taking pictures.
Petrified while trying to photograph the attacker, apparently. Camera found clutched in his hand.
And then, in a truly perplexing turn, nearly headless Nick, the Gryffindor ghost.
He gets petrified too, which raises a massive question for us. How can a ghost who's already dead be harmed or petrified like that?
It's a detail that really hints at the unique nature of the monster's power, right? Makes you rethink how these magical attacks even work.
Definitely. And as the fear grows, the student body's suspicion turns squarely onto Harry because of the Parseltongue.
Ernie Macmillan, a Hufflepuff, becomes particularly vocal, doesn't he?
Yeah, he and other Hufflepuffs become convinced Harry is Slytherin's heir and responsible for the attacks. They even think he deliberately targeted Justin Finch-Fletchley, a Muggle-born, right after Justin had that little run-in with Harry.
It's fascinating because it just shows the power of rumor and, preconceived notions, jumping to conclusions based on fear.
The very thing Dumbledore later talks to Harry about, yeah.
So faced with these escalating attacks and the growing suspicion, Hermione does what Hermione does best.
Comes up with a brilliant, slightly risky plan.
Exactly. To brew Polyjuice Potion.
Which is incredibly complex and forbidden for students.
Oh, yeah. The goal is to disguise herself, Harry and Ron, as Crabbe and Goyle Malfoy's sort of thuggish sidekicks.
To infiltrate the Slytherin common room.
And directly question Malfoy, see if he's the heir or knows who is. Her method for getting the ingredients is pretty ingenious, too.
How does she manage that? Snape guards his stores like a hawk.
She distracts Snape during potions class, using Fred Weasley's filibuster fireworks to create chaos, then swipes what they need.
Huh. Clever.
Yeah.
And very brave. Or maybe just reckless, but definitely resourceful.
But Hermione's transformation, it doesn't quite go as planned, does it?
About that.
She ended up growing black fur, yellow eyes, and pointed ears. Because the hair she plucked off Millicent Bulstrode's robes.
Wasn't Millicent's.
Nope. It was her cat's hair.
Oh, no. So she partially transforms into a cat.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's this moment of comical, yet kind of alarming mishap. Reminds you that even the brightest witches can make mistakes.
Well, despite Hermione's feline detour, Harry and Ron manage their transformation okay.
Yeah, they successfully turn into Goyle and Crabbe. They manage to get into the Slytherin common room.
Which is described as long, low, underground, right? Lit by greenish lamps, very atmospheric.
Totally. And once inside, Draco Malfoy starts talking. He taunts them well. He thinks he's taunting Crabbe and Goyle about the Weasleys being pureblood, but still a disgraceful family. Standard Malfoy stuff.
But does he reveal anything useful?
Here's where the puzzle really starts to click into place. Malfoy expresses his ignorance about who the current heir is. He actually says, I wish I knew who it is, I could help them.
So he's not the heir. That's huge.
Exactly. He mentions his father knows about the chamber being opened 50 years ago, and he hints about some secret chamber under Malfoy Manor, but he doesn't know who's behind the current attacks.
Wow, that's a pivotal moment. It completely shifts the focus, doesn't it?
It really does. It subtly reminds you and us that the deepest threats aren't always the obvious sneering antagonists. Sometimes they're hidden deeper.
And it also shows how Malfoy's own prejudice, his own assumptions, might blind him to what's really going on. He wants to be involved, but he's clueless.
So, with Malfoy ruled out, the mystery just got a whole lot deeper. And the next critical piece of this puzzle, well, it was found in a very unlikely place.
Right. The diary.
A seemingly innocent, blank, 50-year-old diary belonging to someone named T.M. Riddle. Found after a flood in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, of all places.
Lying there. But Harry soon discovers it's far from ordinary, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, it's interactive. When he writes in it, the ink vanishes, and then words appear in reply. From Riddle himself.
And eventually it does more than just reply.
It pulls him into Riddle's memories. Like stepping directly into the past. It's a fascinating way to unravel what happened 50 years ago.
And through these interactive memories, we start to uncover Tom Riddle's past. Who was he?
He was an orphan, raised in a Muggle orphanage. But at Hogwarts, he was brilliant. A head boy, even received an award for special services to the school.
Sounds like the model student on the surface, doesn't he? Almost too perfect.
Exactly. And here's where a long-standing mystery seems to get solved. Or at least, Riddle presents a solution.
Hagrid's expulsion.
Yes. Riddle's memory shows him catching a young Hagrid hiding something large and hairy in the dungeons.
Which turns out to be
Aragog, a giant spider, an acromantula. Riddle uses this discovery to frame Hagrid for the attacks happening back then, leading to Hagrid's expulsion 50 years prior.
And nobody questioned Riddle's story.
Well, significantly, Dumbledore, who was the Transfiguration teacher at the time, seemed to be the only one who suspected Hagrid might be innocent. He even arranged for Hagrid to stay on as gamekeeper.
That highlights Dumbledore's unique ability to see past appearances, doesn't it? Even back then.
It does. But it raises a really important question for you, the listener. How do you weigh this evidence?
You have Riddle's persuasive account in the diary versus Hagrid's known affection for dangerous creatures, but also Hagrid's fierce loyalty and fundamental kindness.
Exactly. The diary offers this compelling narrative, but it's potentially manipulative, right? And it forces us to ask how easily a carefully crafted story can mislead us, even when it seems to provide all the answers.
And just as things seem maybe clearer but also more complicated, the attacks escalate again.
Yeah, brutally, Hermione gets petrified. And another student, Penelope Clearwater, a prefect.
But Hermione, even as she's attacked, manages to leave a clue, right?
Incredibly. They find a crumpled piece of parchment clutched in her hand, ripped from a book page, and alongside it, a small mirror.
And the parchment explains.
It describes the Basilisk, not just its existence, but its method of travel, the castle's pipes. That's how it moved unseen. And its attack method, its eyes. Direct eye contact kills, but indirect viewing, like through a mirror or water or a camera lens.
That only petrifies, which explains Mrs. Norris seeing a reflection, Colin using his camera, Nick being a ghost, and Hermione presumably using the mirror.
Exactly. It's the crucial piece of information that explains everything and suggests a way to actually fight back. Don't look it in the eyes.
While this is happening, there's a major blow to the school's leadership.
Lucius Malfoy makes his move. Acting as a Hogwarts governor, he pressures Cornelius Fudge, the Minister of Magic, to suspend Dumbledore.
Citing the attacks as proof Dumbledore isn't fit to lead. He actually says Dumbledore is the worst thing that's ever happened to this place.
It really shows the intense political maneuvering going on, and how vulnerable even someone like Dumbledore is to external pressure and, well, Malfoy's influence.
And under this pressure, Fudge makes another controversial decision.
He decides to take Hagrid to Azkaban, the wizard prison.
Just as a precaution, even though there's no new evidence.
Exactly. Dumbledore protests strongly, but Fudge is clearly feeling the heat. It shows how easily fear can take hold, and how Hagrid's past, however innocent he was, makes him an easy scapegoat.
But just as he's being led away, Hagrid delivers that crucial clue, almost under his breath.
His parting words. If anyone wanted to find out some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead them right.
Wow. Even facing Azkaban, he's trying to help. It's not just a clue, it's a testament to his loyalty, isn't it? And his unique connection to the magical world.
Absolutely. And it's the critical turning point. It sets Harry and Ron on their most dangerous path yet.
Following Hagrid's cryptic clue, which means
following the spiders into the Forbidden Forest.
Which is, forbidden for a reason. Teeming with dangers, werewolves, rogues, centaurs.
Oh yeah. It's a brave, maybe foolhardy decision, driven entirely by their desperate loyalty to Hagrid. They have to clear his name.
And their journey leads them deep into the forest, doesn't it? To Aragog's lair.
Where they encounter him and his vast colony of giant spiders. Terrifying.
But Aragog talks to them.
He does. He confirms he was raised by Hagrid and that Hagrid is a good man who protected him. And crucially, Aragog explicitly states he was not born in the castle and never harmed humans.
Well, so definitive proof Hagrid was innocent all along.
Yes. And it's this powerful counter-narrative to Riddle's carefully constructed lie in the diary. Shows how quickly truth can be twisted.
Does Aragog know what the real Monsignor is?
He provides this indirect but utterly terrifying description. He calls it an ancient creature we spiders fear above all others. Won't even name it.
Spiders fear it. That's saying something.
He just indicates it lives in the dark and the quiet, inside the castle. And he implies it was responsible for the girl's death 50 years ago. Narrows down the possibilities quite a bit.
But Aragog isn't exactly friendly after sharing this info, is he?
No. He basically tells his hungry sons and daughters they can have Harry and Ron for dinner. They only managed this narrow escape thanks to
the Ford Anglia. It comes crashing through the forest, headlights blazing.
Yeah, the enchanted car returns, acting almost like it has a mind of its own, and rescues them. It's a wild Darris Ex Machina moment.
Yeah.
But you're pretty grateful for it.
And it's right after that terrifying encounter, isn't it, that a really pivotal piece of the puzzle finally clicks into place for Harry.
Yes. That moment when he connects the dots. Aragog mentioned the girl dying in a bathroom 50 years ago, and Harry suddenly thinks,
What if she never left the bathroom? What if she's still there?
exactly, leading them straight to the chilling conclusion that Moaning Myrtle, the ghost who haunts that specific girl's bathroom, she was the victim.
Wow. That's brilliant deduction, connecting those threads.
It really is. And with that revelation, they quickly figure out the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets must be in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom,
On one of the sinks, right? A tap with a tiny snake engraving.
which only opens with parcel tongue. All the pieces suddenly align. It points to a very specific and extremely dangerous path forward.
So now they know where to go. But they don't go alone, do they?
No. They find Gilderoy Lockhart packing his bags, trying to flee, and he reveals his entire heroic persona is a sham.
He admits his books are fraudulent.
Completely.
Yeah.
He just used memory charms, obliviated on the witches and wizards who actually did those amazing deeds and then took credit for them himself. Utter cowardice.
So they force him to come with them.
Yeah, they basically drag him along to the entrance in Myrtle's bathroom. It's this comedic but also profound moment of unmasking. The public hero is completely hollow.
And Lockhart's downfall comes quickly after that.
Oh, yeah. Down in the tunnels leading to the chamber, he tries to use a memory charm on Harry and Ron with Ron's broken wand.
Which backfires spectacularly.
Massively. The spell hits Lockhart instead, wiping his own memory clean. Renders him harmlessly confused, asking who he is.
It's perfect ironic justice, isn't it? The magic he misused to build his false reputation totally strips him of his identity.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So, deeper inside the chamber, what do they find?
They discovered this massive shed, snakeskin, described as gigantic, of a vivid poisonous green lying curled and empty across the tunnel.
Indicating a creature at least 20 feet long, it's a truly chilling sight. Confirms the immense scale of the monster they're about to face.
And then the worst discovery.
Harry finds Ginny Weasley, unconscious, looking near death, lying on the chamber floor.
It's revealed she was taken by the monster. The situation is incredibly dire. She's clearly fading fast.
And then Tom Riddle appears. Not the memory from the diary exactly, but like a more solid version.
Preserved somehow by the diary.
Yeah. Riddle reveals he's been feeding on Ginny's life force through the diary, using her dwindling life to gain strength and rematerialize. It's this truly sinister, parasitic magic. Shows the depth of his cunning.
And then comes the big reveal, the heart of the mystery.
Riddle confesses he's the heir of Slytherin. And then he says,
Lord Voldemort is my past, present, and future.
and he dramatically rearranges the letters of his full name, Tom Marvolo Riddle.
To spell, I am Lord Voldemort.
Mind blown. It's not just an identity reveal, it's this chilling demonstration of how his deep self-loathing, especially his disdain for his Muggle father, fueled this complete rejection of his past.
And the creation of this new, terrifying identity designed purely to command fear. It connects his personal shame directly to his quest for power and immortality.
And just as this sinks in, the Basilisk itself appears, this giant snake.
But help arrives, right?
Yes. Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix, flies in, bringing the sorting hat.
The sorting hat, what use is that?
Harry puts it on, desperate, and feels something hard inside. He pulls out the sword of Godric Gryffindor.
Wow. Okay.
Fawkes then blinds the Basilisk by pecking out its eyes, remembering Hermione's clue about the deadly gaze. Harry, using the sword, manages to kill the Basilisk by plunging the sword through the roof of its mouth.
But he gets hurt in the process.
Yeah, bitten by one of the Basilisk's fangs, poisonous. He thinks he's dying, but Fawkes cries onto the wound.
Phoenix tears have healing powers.
Exactly, they heal Harry completely. And then, finally, Harry grabs the broken fang from his arm and stabs the diary with it,
Destroying the diary and Riddle's preserved memory.
wiping him out. It's not just an action scene, it's this profound display of true Gryffindor courage, using what's at hand, the power of loyalty with Fawkes, everything coming together.
Incredible. So in the aftermath, how did they get out?
Fawkes helps again, carries Harry, Ron, Ginny, and the now completely memoryless Lockhart back up the pipe and out of the chamber.
And the petrified victims, Hermione, Colin, Justin, Nick.
They're all revived with the Mandrake draft, which Professor Sprout had finally matured. A huge wave of relief washes over the school, though you imagine the echoes of that fear linger.
And Dumbledore. Is he reinstated?
Yes, quickly. The Hogwarts governors realize their grave error, especially with Lucius Malfoy implicated, and swiftly recall him. Highlights how wisdom often prevails eventually, even after fear takes hold.
Do Harry and Ron get recognized for saving the school?
They do. They receive special awards for services to the school, and a very generous 200 points each for Gryffindor House.
Which clinches the House Cup, actually.
And Dumbledore explains the parcel tongue thing?
Yes. He explains that Voldemort, the last living descendant of Slytherin, unintentionally transferred some of his own powers, including Parseltongue, to Harry when he tried to kill him as a baby. The scar wasn't just a scar.
So it wasn't Harry's fault or choice, it was a consequence of Voldemort's attack. That must have been a relief for Harry to hear.
Absolutely. It demystifies this power that caused so much suspicion. And Dumbledore imparts this profound lesson, doesn't he?
About choices. Exactly. He emphasizes that Harry's choice to be in Gryffindor, despite having qualities Slytherin prize like Parseltongue, resourcefulness, determination, is what truly defines him, not the abilities he was given.
And the proof.
The appearance of the Sword of Gryffindor from the Sorting Hat. Dumbledore says, only a true Gryffindor could have pulled that out of the hat. It's such a powerful statement about identity. It's not who you're born as or what powers you have, but the moral choices you make.
And there's one final confrontation. Right. With Lucius Malfoy.
Yes. Dumbledore subtly exposes Malfoy's role in giving Ginny the diary in the first place. And then Harry does something incredibly clever.
With the sock.
With his dirty sock. He tucks it inside the ruined diary, gives the diary back to Malfoy, who then disgustedly throws the sock aside, straight into Dobby's hands.
Which counts as presenting clothes, freeing the house elf.
Exactly. Dobby is free. And he immediately uses his own magic to protect Harry when Malfoy furiously tries to attack him. It's this brilliant moment of justice, a small act of rebellion against that whole oppressive system.
And a testament to Harry's innate sense of fairness, using his wits, not just power.
Beyond the immediate triumph, though, the Chamber of Secrets left this lasting mark on Hogwarts, didn't it?
Yeah, Dumbledore himself notes the continuing problem of finding a defense against the dark arts teacher. It's almost like the position is cursed, hinting at this persistent vulnerability within the school.
A lingering shadow. And even small things, like Percy Weasley's secret girlfriend being Penelope Clearwater, one of the petrified prefects. It just subtly underscores how deeply this crisis touched everyone.
Yeah, it brought the reality of the dark arts right into the heart of the school community.
This deep dive has really taken us on an incredible journey, hasn't it?
It really has. We've seen how all these seemingly unrelated events, a house elf's frantic warning, a flying car mishap, that chaotic school duel, an old forgotten diary, they all wove together into this complex, terrifying mystery.
It was a story just layered with deceit, hidden identities, and ultimately, the triumph of courage, loyalty, and friendship over these really dark forces.
Definitely. The Chamber of Secrets revealed that the greatest dangers often lie hidden right in plain sight, disguised by normalcy or maybe masked by prejudice.
And the most profound truths, well, they can be found in unexpected places or even within ourselves. Often revealed not by our innate abilities, but, like Dumbledore said, by the choices we make when we're faced with real adversity.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secrets might be lurking just beneath the surface of the ordinary, waiting for you to uncover them? And maybe what hidden truths about yourself might they reveal when you do?